same side of the opponent, going for a high grip, okay? So on Thursday we're looking at just blocking the shoulder in the first instance, alright, and then doing techniques from this side. But we're going to look at actually spinning the other side now. So here we blocked once, we're in, we blocked twice, then we're going to come through this way, okay? Now, the technique is actually a lot simpler than what you think. And it's a mixture of sort of sode, ogoshi, I don't know what you call it, okay? But the key is actually committing your hips through. So when we're in here, we're using this as a way of getting our partner to throw their arm a little bit more. We want them to lose a bit of control as they're coming at us. So we're still in our same stance we're normally in. Our step is really simple. So we're here, we blocked. My step is there, pretty much. Okay, so I'm still back into a right stance, but I pivoted all the way through. Alright? My arm comes under the armpit to this position. Now my throwing direction is over here still. So I'm collecting that arm and rolling through. Yeah? So from here, I'm blocking one, I'm blocking two, and then I'm straight through on it. Okay? When we're blocking the arm, what's really important, what I see some of you doing, is you're here like this, okay, which means you're not really controlling any of the body. If I want to block that shoulder, my whole arm is into his body, okay? I'm trying to block any momentum that he's going to gain from it. So from here, I've got one, I've got two, and then I step, okay, into this position. My hand is high. I'm allowing now, my partner's natural route off is trying to come around this way, which doesn't help him in the slightest, okay? So, what we'll start with is this. Start with your block, then from here, your front foot is just going to pivot through this gap. Now, it's a really nice natural angle to the turn. Your hand is just coming to here, okay? Let's start with that. So, block one, block two, and then step. Okay, that's where we're going to go. Everybody understand? That's a lot easier when you go for it at full speed. Okay, it will feel a little bit clunky at the moment. Now, with your hand, make sure you're going as far up under the armpit as you can. Okay, you're really trying to stretch up towards the ceiling. What you don't want to be is too low on it, because then, as we talked about, you are getting close to the arm lock. All right, but we want to be right up here. So we've blocked. The more my partner tries to commit and come over, the better it is for me, okay? Now, from here, some of you, your legs are just too shallow, too close together, which will make it really difficult for you to finish the technique, because now I'm going to have to throw more over this way, which is really tricky, okay? So, when I'm in here, I'm in right stance. When I switch, I finish in right stance still, okay, as I come through. So, if I'm here, I'm blocking, one, two, then and then I'm straight through on that side, okay? The arm, as it comes up, it should come, around your neck. If you don't get through, you're going to get crunched backwards. So you've got to commit your weight through and commit to the turn. So we're here, into this position, okay? Keep your hand in, don't allow that to happen. I'm just resting it on the inside of my knee, okay, from here. Once you've found this position, you're good to go, okay? Ukis, if you want, you can start going round towards the legs, and that will just help with the rotation. But your finishing point is this, not forwards and backwards. Does that make sense, yeah? All right, let's give it a try. See if we can get up to it. Getting caught in sort of a halfway house. It's more ended up like an ogoshi, okay? Now, ogoshi could work, but if we done ogoshi, we would need to try and collect the arm or the lapel or something, okay? So they don't just put their hands down. So when I've blocked and I come in here, if I'm like this one-handed, it's going to be really difficult to throw them over my hips without them either escaping or blocking. I want to go further through than that. So once I'm in this position here, and I step, they're all the way up by my shoulders, so their natural escape is this way, not the other way. And by going this way, they walk onto my technique. By going that way, actually that's the better idea, so if Sean went back this way, that would be the best idea for him to come out. Okay, but we're trying to make it so the easiest route is the route I want him to go. So when we're here, some of you also, when you're turning, you're keeping your legs a little bit too shallow, or too close together I should say. By doing that, that encourages the ogoshi, but also to bend your hips more, okay, which we don't want. The wider we get our stance, okay, the easier it is. So once I'm in here, it's easier for me to rotate sideways than forwards. If I bring my legs closer, it's easier to clap my posture. So getting that stance is really important. So here, we're blocking one, blocking two, then we're through. Yeah? As I said, the more you get your partner to really commit to this technique, the easier it becomes, okay? If you hit them too early, so as you come in here, if you hit them at this point, there's a good chance you're just going to get crunched backwards because you're on your weaker side and they've literally just done that, so they'll just crunch you, okay? So that's why we're pushing, we're trying to get a reaction first, yeah? That's what I'm looking for, my partner to really come on. And as he does that, I'm trying to get to my finishing point before I make any real contact. So from here, once I've got one, I've got two, then I turn, that's where he really feels that I'm doing something, okay, at this point. So now my finish is I'm coming over and I roll my partner, okay? By staying upright, I've got the arm still, okay? If I roll with him and it's only a Rosari, I'll end up underneath and he'll hold me down, okay? So building up the strength to stay on your feet is really important. So here, we block one, block two, and then we're through, okay? We can still do it from what we looked at on Thursday, where we lead with this hand in. So we can do it from this position as well, but then we would have to let go as we come through, okay? Let's give it a go, having hold. So we talked about it on Thursday. When we're fighting, when we're doing randori or competition, okay, the different mentality of the way we approach certain techniques is really important because it affects the way our partner thinks, okay? So again, somebody a bit bigger, a bit stronger, they've got their hands on, okay? Now, from here, my partner feels in control, okay? And this happens quite a lot. Especially now we can't use two hands to break the grips anymore once they've got their hands on, okay? They're quite happy and you can feel quite vulnerable. So this would be a normal position. Now, what we're going to do, instead of taking this, we're just going to cross grip. As we cross grip, we're just going to change our angle ever so slightly. Now, as we do that, they're going to start to move. Yeah, exactly. So from here, obviously I have to be quick, because if I stay cross grip for too long, I'm going to get a penalty. So from here, my head is down. He feels in control because my head's pointing down, but actually what my head's doing is blocking that shoulder from the rotation. So it is down, it's looking passive, but actually structurally it's still fairly strong because I'm avoiding that turn with my head. So from here, I cross grip, I come round, then I come through. Okay? So I'm not bothering to let go of that cross grip this time, I'm keeping it. And the psychology is important because he's on top, he feels quite strong, he feels like he's dominating. So you're not really expecting anything from that side once you move round, which means he'll be a little bit more overbearing, a little bit more on his toes rather than sat back. So from here, yeah, head on the shoulder. Now one thing I like to do when against somebody strong is just rest my hand here. If I can't get up to the end, just by resting this down and keeping it on your shoulder makes it really difficult for them to turn to, which gives you that little bit more control. So my head's still in here, I cross grip, I change my angle, and then I'm through, lifting this up, okay? And then you in. Let's give it a try. The way we set this up, alright, the way we set this up is against the same side of the opponent and we're turning on our weaker side. So the question was, can we do it against an opposite side and turn on our strongest side, okay? The answer is yes, you can do it, okay? But it is a massive risk because the movement that you have to do is across your partner, which is obviously what they're prepared for because you're going to be turning on your strongest side. So any movement where you're stepping across, they're either going to crunch you backwards and take your foot sweep you or whatever. So to be able to do it, you have to create some sort of movement this way, okay? You need to be coming around. So from here, if I'm in this position, I would recommend some sort of cross grip because if you're in on the lapel and you create this movement round, you then have to let go to come back under, which in a competition around is really unrealistic. So from here, some sort of cross grip, bring them around this way, will then give you the option to turn on your stronger side, okay? So it can be done, but it's definitely a lot higher risk for you, all right? But have a play around, turning on your weaker side with that. Remember, it's not ogoshi. If you hit ogoshi, good chance you'll get counted. Your hips have got to go much, much further through. Alright? Good, we'll finish now.